On again? Okay, great. Hey, I forgot, if you guys could just let Alex know right here. He's got a clipboard with your names on it. He'll check you off. Just let him know you're here so we get everybody checked off. Thank you. Oh, great.
I don't think about it. Show up. I get to work.
Welcome to Paddlefest, a celebration of paddling, play, and community out on the water. This event wouldn't be possible without the amazing support of our sponsors and partners. We would like to honor our beneficiaries, the Outside Foundation and the Island Recreation Center, whose important work inspires us and will receive the proceeds from this event. We also thank our hosts, the dedicated team who charted the course and brought Paddlefest to life. Dr. John Batson, Spine and Sports Medicine, the Outside Foundation, the Island Recreation.
Hey guys, just as a reminder, if you haven't checked in, we're getting your name and just checking in. You're right here. So if you haven't checked in, come on over and check in.
Financial sponsors, whose generous support provides the strong current that keeps this event moving forward. 3T MRI Belfair, Benchmark Physical Therapy, Coastal States Bank, Elite Physical Therapy, the Lowcountry Group with England Volkers Real Estate Hilton Head, Hilton Head Properties, Neurosurgical and Spine Institute, Optum Orthopedic, OsteoStrong, Ted Neely, The Boathouse, The Greenery, The Zone, Boss Orthopedics, the family of Peter Viro, Hilton Head Properties Realty and Rentals, Herman and Davis Properties, Collins Group Realty, and Signature Catering. And we are incredibly grateful to our in-kind sponsors who shared their services, skills, and gifts to make this day unforgettable. Bluffton Paddle Club, Dragon Boat of Beaufort, USA Stand-Up Paddleboard, Hilton Head Island Coffee Roasters, Sea Pines Resort, Rollers Wine and Spirits, Outside Brands, Iron Fish Art, Sweet Pea Fishing, Julie Jones Art, The Surge Group, Benny's Coastal Kitchen, Hilton Head.
Nothing seems the same, always on the go now, never seem to slow down. You've been playing games, you don't pick up the phone now, when you know I'm never home now. Tell me when am I gonna see you, 'cause I've been missing your body, right beside me. Tell me when am I gonna see you. Driving me crazy, I can't take this. All I wanna do is be right there for you, be right there with you. All I wanna do is be right there for you, be right next to you. Wait a minute. Tell me when am I gonna see you, 'cause I've been missing your body, right beside me. Tell me when am I gonna see you. You've been driving me crazy, I can't take this. All I wanna do
Welcome to Paddlefest, a celebration of paddling, play, and community out on the water. This event wouldn't be possible without the amazing support of our sponsors and partners. We would like to honor our beneficiaries, the Outside Foundation and the Island Recreation Center, whose important work inspires us and will receive the proceeds from this event. We also thank our host, the dedicated team who charted the course and brought Paddlefest to life. Dr. John Batson, Spine and Sports Medicine, the Outside Foundation, the Island Recreation Center, the Town of Hilton Head, and Outside Brands. We're grateful to our financial sponsors, whose generous support provides the strong current that keeps this event moving forward. 3T MRI Belfair, Benchmark Physical Therapy, Coastal States Bank, Elite Physical Therapy, the Lowcountry Group with England Volkers Real Estate Hilton Head, Hilton Head Properties, Neurosurgical and Spine Institute, Optum Orthopedic, OsteoStrong, Ted Neely, The Boathouse, The Greenery, The Zone, Boss Orthopedics, the family of Peter Viro, Hilton Head Properties Realty and Rentals, Herman and Davis Properties, Collins Group Realty, and Signature Catering. And we are incredibly grateful to our in-kind sponsors who shared their services, skills, and gifts to make this day unforgettable. Bluffton Paddle Club, Dragon Boat of Beaufort, USA Stand-Up Paddleboard, Hilton Head Island Coffee Roasters, Sea Pines Resort, Rollers Wine and Spirits, Outside Brands, Iron Fish Art, Sweet Pea Fishing, Julie Jones Art, The Surge Group, Benny's Coastal Kitchen, Hilton Head Running Company, Flying Fish Board Company, and Green Earth Off-Grid Audio. Our sponsors make it possible for everyone to get out on the water and paddle and play. We're building community, making water sports more accessible, and having a great time together. Enjoy Paddlefest!
When second separate champions from challengers, one board stands above the rest. At Flying Fish Board Company, we craft custom paddle boards for athletes who go beyond the ordinary. The new Freedom Race board is the result of countless hours pushing the limits. From calm lakes to stormy seas, it doesn't just adapt, it excels. This is the board that transforms good racers into champions. The Flying Fish Freedom, crafted by paddlers for paddlers. Feel the freedom and design your board at flyingfishboardco.com today.
Olukai shoes bring the comfort of walking barefoot on wet sand to any journey. Because we don't travel to go further, we travel to get closer. And no matter how far we go, we can always bring the aloha with us. Any moment can feel like you're stepping into the spirit of Hawaii. Say aloha to Olukai. Anywhere comfort, anywhere aloha.
Didn't come here for your apathy. It's time to lay down a strategy. And I can see you through all those lies. Nothing you can say will make me sympathize. Yeah, where are you when the sun comes up? Every day I have to follow up. Deep inside you got something to prove. Well, I can help you find a proper groove. You lost the way, so what's the use? I'm sorry brother, that's no excuse. What you have to do is turn around, lock on. It's time to face your fears right now. Don't turn around and let this go. This moment you've been waiting for. Stop wasting all your years right now. Stand up and take this moment by storm.
Good morning, everybody. Day 3 of the Lowcountry Paddlefest, brought to you by Olukai. We're going to ask you competitors to help out on the beach, shuffling boards, being board caddies, all that good stuff, making sure we keep the start-finish line, the Herman Davis start-finish line, clear of all boards. Good morning, racers. We're going to kick off here in a few minutes, so if you're out there warming up, I suggest you come in. We're going to ask everybody to keep the start-finish line clear this year, help out moving boards, shuffling around. Let's make sure this runs nice and smooth. The start-finish line today is sponsored by Herman Davis for all your realty needs. Are we live yet on? We're not live yet on. Oh, on the video we're live? Okay. All right. Kelly. Kicking off this morning, we're going to have the men's open, age groups 18 to 49. Heat 1, lane 1 is going to be Jake Portwood in blue. Lane 2, in the red, Tristan Gregory. Lane 3 in yellow, Mike Hill. And in the orange in lane 4, Blake Carmichael. The way this format's going to work is the top 2 competitors who finish first and second will advance to the final. The other competitors will have a repecharge round to join them in the final. So once again, we're going to kick off with Heat 1 of the male 18 to 49 open division. Jake Portwood, Tristan Gregory, Mike Hill, Blake Carmichael. Make your way to the Herman Davis start-finish line. Joining me today on the mic is Mike Overton from outside Hilton Head. We're going to have some different commentators try to come on and off the mic throughout the day. Again, this is day 3 of the Olukai Lowcountry Paddlefest, brought to you by Olukai, the Outside Foundation, and Island Rec Center. Looks like we're getting ready to kick off Heat 1. At the Herman Davis start-finish line is Jake Portwood, lane 1, Tristan Gregory, lane 2, Mike Hill in the yellow, lane 3, and Blake Carmichael in the orange. They're getting ready to go off. There's camera 1. And they're off, guys. All right, looks like Blake Carmichael with a clean start. I know Jake Portwood is nursing a bit of an ankle injury, so he's going to be taking his time running. We'll see if he can make up some ground on the water. Right now, the whole shot belongs to Blake Carmichael. Being chased down. Jake Porwood's making his move on the outside, followed by Mike Hill and Tristan Gregory. There's not many bumps out there today, but I can guarantee you these guys are going to try to milk what they can. It looks like Blake Carmichael's doing exactly that. He's got a nice little bump taking him into the next buoy. Still sitting in those positions. Looks like Blake Carmichael, Jake Portwood, Mike Hill, Tristan Gregory. Both those guys are around the buoy clean. These guys will round that final buoy on the outside, come in for a beach flag run, and then head out and go back through the course and finish at the Herman Davis start-finish line.
Hey, John, can you send Alice over here?
Hey, Alice. John just called for you. Asked if I could send you over there. Sorry. All right, looks like getting a closer battle out there on the outside buoy. Jake Portwood's pushing Blake a little bit, but Blake still comes around the buoy first. We'll see if Jake can put enough distance on the water here to just walk around the buoy and not have to stress that ankle too much. Right now, Mike Hill's hoping for a bump on the outside to close that gap. There he goes. It looks like Mike Hill's got one, so he's going to be closing that gap quick. Come on, Mike. Oh, he's got it. There you go. Nice job, Mike. Blake and Jake coming into the run or the walk. Yeah, he just doesn't want to stress it. Yeah, he just doesn't want to stress it. He's been rehabbing it, you know, and he just doesn't want to re-injure it. Yeah, Achilles. And, yeah. Positioning staying the same right now. Blake Carmichael in first, Jake Portwood second, Mike Hill coming around the flag now. Tristan Gregory's right behind him. Once again, top two guys will move to the final. The final two will go to a repechage round. We've got some beautiful conditions out here this year. Anyone that's been here in the years past knows that this ocean can be pretty playful, to say the least. We've got a little mullet run action underneath the drone there. I don't know if we captured that. This time of year, we'll start getting the mullet migration down the beach. Looks like Jake's making a move on the outside on Blake. Both of those guys are going to advance, so at this point, I'm sure they're going to just sort of put it on cruise control. But we've got Jake Portwood, followed by Blake Carmichael, Mike Hill, Tristan Gregory. Let's see if these guys can catch a little bump coming in. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot out there right now. But it looks like advancing to the final is going to be Jake Portwood and Blake Carmichael. Mike Hill and Tristan Gregory moving on to the repechage semifinal. Great heat by these guys. Clean runs. That's the trick to technical racing, is keep the run clean. Stay on your board. If we can get some help clear these boards from the start-finish line, that'd be great. If we can get some of the paddlers down there to help out. Tristan Gregory making a little push here at the end. It's going to be Mike Hill, followed by Tristan. All right, good to see some clean runs there. Moving on to Heat 2. Should be moving up to the start-finish line now. The Herman Davis start-finish line. We need Campbell Carter, Paul Pianowski, Cameron Carney, Nathan Champion, and Mike Clark. Lane 1 in blue, Campbell Carter. In the red, Paul Pianowski. Lane 2. Lane 3, Cameron Carney in yellow. Followed by Nathan Champion in lane 4 in orange, and Mike Clark in the white in lane 5. It's 2 of these, I think. Let's see. Yep, 2 of these. So we go two men, 2 female, then we go grandmasters, then we go 50s. So. Let's see. 4 guys? That's pretty good. Yeah. It looks like they're doing a mixed grandmasters. They're putting the male and female. So it's, yeah. Now would be a great time to fill you guys in on an event coming up here. We'd like to thank Sea Pines Beach Club for allowing us to use this beautiful beach today. They've been a great supporter of this race for a few years now, allowing us to use the beach. This fall, the Allowance Roofing Hilton Head half and quarter marathon and 5K will be moving to Sea Pines. Runners of all levels can enjoy beautiful course post-race celebration at the Sea Pines Beach Club. It's an unforgettable experience featuring ideal November weather, scenic views, and you at the finish line. Please let me know if there's any questions. Come see Alice Batson. Once again, huge thank you to Sea Pines Beach Club for their support of this event and for the absolute perfect weather. Yeah, that's our downwind foil board. That's an Axios foil, but we just use random foil. We don't really have a deal with any foil company, so we just sell the board.
You can stand under my umbrella.
Right now on your screen, you can see the racers. The heart rate is starting to peak. Once again, 2 of these guys will be moving on to the final. I have a feeling I better work on my names here, my Campbell, Carters, Carney, Cams, and all the good stuff. These 2 guys are probably the favorites after watching their performances yesterday in the distance race. That was quite a battle between those 2 young men. Once again in lane 1, Campbell Carter. Lane 2, Paul Pianowski. Lane 3, Cameron Carney. Lane 4, Nathan Champion. Lane 5, Mike Clark. Looks like race director John Batson might be waiting for the set waves to come in. Once again, paddlers, just a reminder, if we can help clear that start-finish line when those competitors come in, if somebody's willing to be down there to help clear the boards, that would be great. We don't need any damaged boards or injured paddlers.
Alright, John, we're getting ready with Heat 2. Had a little technical difficulty, but we are on track.
All right, I just got the word we are getting ready to kick off here, Heat 2. If I have to give my professional commentary on this, it's going to be quite the battle between Campbell Carter and Cameron Carney. These two guys have just showed all weekend their talents, finishing respectably in their different positions in the sprints and tech. I believe these guys are currently tied going into today's race. And they're off. As predicted, the two young guys get out. Oh, Cameron gets a little bobble. We'll see if he can make up for it. Campbell off clean. Cameron's right on his tail, followed by Nathan Champion and Paul Pianowski and Mike Clark. Once again, top two competitors.
Got a nice big bait ball. Look for some dolphins and stuff out there.
Yeah. Right now, the top two competitors will advance to the final. Placements 3, 4, and 5 will advance to the Repicharge semifinal. Right now, it's Campbell Carter out front looking for a bump, followed by Cameron Carney, Paul Pianowski, and Nathan Champion. Doesn't look like there's many bumps to be had on this round so far. We'll see what shakes out here. Campbell Carter, first one around that second buoy. As you guys look out on the horizon, you can see that mullet run migrating down the beach like I talked about earlier. So make sure your eyes are open for some dolphin and other critters. You gotta love that we're out here on this beautiful day with such gorgeous conditions, allowing you to see the beauty of the Atlantic Ocean and Hilton Head Island. Campbell Carter rounds that outside buoy first, followed by Cameron. We'll see if they catch any bumps on this round. Coming into the beach flag run. Looks like these two guys can put it on to chill mode after this run. We'll see how it plays out. But again, they're both moving on to the final, so we'll see. Don't count out Paul on the outside if he can catch a set wave. It's flat. Waiting for a set wave.
This high tide too. It's just gonna get flatter.
All right, Campbell Carter's first around the flag here. Close behind is Cameron Carney. Sitting in third is still Paul Pianowski and Nathan Champion trying to make a push. Paul's on a little bump. Looks like Nathan might have one setting up behind him, but it might be a little too late. Paul Pianowski rounding the buoy now, sitting in that third position. Let's go, Nathan Champion, rounding the buoy now. Showing you how to use that textbook drag handle. All right, looks like these guys are coming into their final buoy turn. They've settled in at this point. Campbell Carter sitting in first, Cameron Carney in second. Both of these guys are going to advance to the finals later this afternoon. Now they get to relax for a while. They did their work. Paul Pianowski still sitting in third. Nathan Champion in fourth, and Mike Clark rounding out the field in fifth. Campbell's trying to get a little bump in, little glory ride to the beach. Not much there. Cameron's milking a little something on the outside. Once again, Campbell Carter in first, Cameron Carney in second. These two guys are going to advance to the final, joining Jake Portwood and Blake Carmichael. Looks like Paul Pianowski's going to hold on to third, followed by Nathan Champion coming around that outside buoy now. Hope everybody out there is enjoying this beautiful, cool day in Hilton Head. Mike Clark rounding that buoy, rounding that flag now. Great job, Mike. Finish strong, buddy. And Nathan Champion coming in on a little wake, finishing out fourth place. Good job, Nathan. All right. Looks like our next heat coming up is going to be our first female Heat 1 Open Division. Seychelle, Hung Young-bu, Nia Lee, and Eli Miller start making your way to the start line. As I mentioned earlier, I have Mike Overton with me here at the mic, and I'm going to pass the mic over to Mike, and we're going to hear a little bit more about the Outside Foundation and Outside Hilton Head and the Island Rec Center. Mike, fill us in a little bit.
Thank you, John. Good morning, Hilton Head. Thanks for spectators that are here and all the competitors. Yes, John, this is a fundraiser for both the Island Rec Center and the Outside Foundation. Island Rec Center really providing remarkable programming to many of the children in Southern Beaufort County, from team sports to individual sports, kayaking, paddleboarding, sailing, all kinds of things they've been doing here for almost 50 years. And just a phenomenal organization. And then there's the Outside Foundation, a 10-year-old nonprofit that has a mission of, one, getting kids outside, and two, local environmental preservation and protection. And so all these paddlers are out here really as a fundraiser to, one, support the Kids in Kayaks program, which is now a part of the Beaufort County public school curriculum. Every 7th grade child in the county has a full outdoor program in coordination with their science curriculum. And also to the local environmental preservation and protection. Most impactful program there is a community oyster recycling program. There's been about 35 reefs spilled in the last few years in Southern Beaufort County. There's, I believe, 65 restaurants where all the oyster shells that have been eaten are recycled. They're separated, picked up every day by trucks, and then used to build reefs. In fact, thank you to Sea Pines for this venue. Every restaurant in Sea Pines is part of that program.
Yeah, that's amazing. We talked about it quite a bit yesterday as well, but if you missed out, you know, all your registrations and all the money being raised from this great event is going to be helping out. It's going to be helping out young kids in the area to get them out on the water. So once again, everybody should pat themselves on the back and really be proud to be part of this event. And if you're out here at the beach today and this is the first you're seeing of this event, it's been going on now for 7 years here on Hilton Head, and it's a 3-day event. This is the final day, which is our beach technical day. So welcome to the event, and next year, make sure you check it out at the Rowing Center on Squire Pope Road. Yep. And right now, though, we got Mike Clark finishing out. Let's hear it from Mike, giving it his all. Great job, Mike. So, Mike Clark finishing strong. Great job, Mike. All right. Mike traveled all the way from Florida to compete at this event. He's a huge paddle fan, great guy, so let's give it up for Mike. All right, our next heat is at the start line. In lane 1 in blue, Seychelle Webster, yesterday's distance winner. In lane 2 in red, Hung Young Boo, hailing from New York, made the trip down. Lane 3, local Bluffton girl, Nia Lee in yellow. And lane 4, Mama Miller, Eli Miller, who also won the 5K race yesterday. So, again, top 2 women will advance to the final. Racers are ready. And they're off. Seychelle out to a great running start down the beach. Seychelle, followed by Hung Young Boo, both with really clean starts. Looks like all 4 ladies had good starts. Oh! All right, they all made it through those waves. Seychelle Webster with the clean run to the buoy. Looks like we currently have Seychelle rounding the buoy, followed by Hung Young Boo and Eli Miller and Nia Lee battling for that final spot in the finals.
Over there, John and Mike.
Yep, everything's good. Looks like Seychelle's having a nice clean run out to a nice lead. She's going to just settle into a pace now at this point. Just wants to make sure she keeps that all these turns clean. Clean race will bring you to the finals. Looks like second to the inside buoys. Hung Young Boo getting ready to make her left-hand shoulder turn, followed by Eli Miller and Nia Lee. Lots can shake out at this point. Right now, Seychelle Webster's putting on a textbook run. Getting ready to hit that outside buoy. The battle at this point is going to be for your second and third place finishers. Second place moving on to the final. It's currently Hung Young Boo trying to be chased down by Eli Miller. And Nia Lee sitting in that fourth position. There's some great shot on your screen of Seychelle Webster and her good technique. She's an awesome coach. And she's peeking over her shoulder to either look for a little bump or see how far of a lead she has. But she looks like she might be on a little bump right now. Not much out there to be had. Hung Young Boo, first round that buoy, getting ready to try to close that gap on a wave. Looks like at this point, Hung Young's taking a commanding second place lead. We'll see if she can keep it clean and make it to the final. Right now, Seychelle rounding the flag. Let her hear you guys. Everyone likes to hear a little cheering. Great job, Seychelle. Looks like Hung Young's on a nice little bump on the outside. Or on the inside, really. The only bumps are on the inside, so. All right, let's see if she can keep it clean around the flag. And it looks like right now, Hung Young in second place, rounding that flag. Followed by Eli Miller and Nia Lee. There's still time. You never know out here when you're talking about beach tech racing. Any little bobble or maybe even a wave here or there. All right, there's a nice overhead shot. Nia and Eli rounding that flag. Nice job, ladies. Looks like Hung Young had a nice, clean re-entry into the water, so there's a nice check off her list. Now she's just got to make 2 more buoy turns as Seychelle hits that outside buoy. Right now, I believe Seychelles on cruise control at this point. She knows she's going to make it to the final. She's conserving some energy, probably enjoying some of the scenery out there with all the mullet. Looks like some of the pelicans are having a nice feast today. There's some dolphin way on the outside if you take a peek out there past those two pelicans. Seychelles coming in around her final buoy into the finish line. Seychelles going to take home first. Looks like Hung Young has a solid second place right now. Nia and Eli Miller battling it out around that buoy for third and fourth place. Seychelles on a nice little bump to the finish. Let's hear it for her. Your winner of Heat 1 in the women's Open, 18 to 49. Seychelles will advance to the final. And it looks like Hung Young Boo is going to take second and also advance to the final. Looking for a bump to have a little style points coming in. There you go. She's milking that little bump right there. Nice job, Hung Young. Nice work, Hung Young. Once again, second place. She will advance to the final. We got a battle on the outside for third place. Eli and Nia looking for a wave. Looks like Eli might be on one. No. This is definitely the definition of milking a bump. These are some microwaves. It's going to be Nia Lee. I don't know. Eli's making a sprint up to the finish. Nia Lee, followed by Eli. Great racing, girls. All right, moving on to Heat 2 of the women's Open Division. In lane 1 in the blue jersey, hailing from Canada, your sprint winner and second place in yesterday's distance race, Maddie LeBlanc. In lane 2 in red, local Rachel Cantori. In lane 3 in yellow, hailing from Costa Rica, Meredith Stewart. And in lane 4 in the orange, from New York as well, Caitlin Chen. This is going to be a tough race. I think I see 3 names on here. Really all 4 names are going to be battling for that top 2 spot. So this is going to be a tight one. But once again, 2 riders will advance to the final. And it's going to shake out any minute here as these ladies are lined up at the start-finish line. I don't see any dancing or shaking going on, so they all look pretty relaxed at this point. Once again, at the Herman Davis start-finish line, we have Maddie LeBlanc in lane 1, Rachel Cantori in lane 2, Meredith Stewart in lane 3, Caitlin Chen on the far right in lane 4. There's a good shot of these ladies getting themselves psyched out. Lots of deep breaths, lots of smiles for the camera. Oh, we got a wave from Caitlin. Any minute now, we're going to find out who's moving on to that final to join Seychelles and Hung Young. This is a nice opportunity for us to once again thank Sea Pines Beach Club for the use of this gorgeous beach. This fall, they are going to be hosting the Alliance Roofing Hilton Head half and quarter marathon and 5K. It's here at Sea Pines Beach. Runners of all levels can enjoy a beautiful course, post-race celebration at the Sea Pines Beach Club. It's unforgettable experience featuring ideal November weather, scenic views, and free cold beer waiting for you at the finish line. That's the important one. Please let Alice Batson know if you have any questions, and let's get some registration signed up for that beautiful event in November. Looks like these ladies are at the start line. Boards are picked up. We're getting ready to kick off heat number 2 of the women's open 18 to 49. And they're off. Looks like Meredith Stewart and Maddie LeBlanc with the run down the beach. Clear entry by Maddie in. Oh, Meredith has to jump off. Looks like right now, Maddie LeBlanc with the clean beach entry. Maddie LeBlanc, followed by Meredith Stewart at the current moment, followed by Caitlin Chen and Rachel Cantori. Maddie with a nice backside turn on that first buoy. Oh, we have Meredith Stewart went down. That opens the door for second place. We're now going to have everyone competing in that second position. That's technical racing. She still has plenty of time to get back into the race. But right now it's Maddie LeBlanc out front. If she can keep this run clean, she's going to hold on to that lead. She's got a nice little bump coming into that inside buoy, doing a front side cross bow turn. Technique, come on, Maddie. There you go. Second place right now looks like Caitlin Chen. Coming into this inside buoy, also doing some cross bow turns. Rachel and Meredith are battling it out. They are not going to let this go. We've got a battle for second place right now with Caitlin Chen, Rachel Cantori, Meredith Stewart. There's a great shot of Rachel on the drone now, trying to close that gap to Caitlin. There's still plenty of racing left. Lots can happen. Right now, though, it's Maddie LeBlanc turning that outside buoy, heading in clean. Caitlin Chen just now hitting that buoy with another crossbow turn. All right, looks like Maddie's trying to milk this little bump onto the flag. Save a little energy. There she goes. She got it. Nice job, Maddie. Textbook there. This battle is really at this point for second place. We've got Caitlin Chen and Rachel Cantori. Meredith Stewart still on the backside trying to close that gap, get back in this race after a fall at the buoy. Caitlin Chen goes down on that last wave, giving an opportunity to Rachel Cantori to work around her. This is tech racing right here, guys. Got to keep that race clean if you want to advance. Coming to the flag, these two ladies are neck and neck. Got to love this battle, rounding the flag. Rachel and Caitlin. Meredith Stewart not far behind. Let's hear it on. Cheer them on, guys. This is anybody's race. Oh, Rachel dropped her board. Let's see. Who's going to get the cleanest re-entry? This is anybody's race at this point. One of these three ladies is going to advance to the final. Opportunity to sit on the beach and enjoy a couple margaritas before the final. The other two are going to have to move on to the repechage. It looks like at this point it's Caitlin Chen moving back out to second place, making up for that bobble at the on the wave. Meanwhile, Maddie LeBlanc on the outside, keeping it clean. Like Seychelles, probably putting it into chill mode at this point, conserving some energy, showing that good technique on the outside. Approaching the final buoy now, while these three ladies are battling it out for that top 2 spots. Looks like Caitlin gets around the buoy clean. That's a huge advantage. Followed by Rachel Cantori and Meredith Stewart. You know, Mike, it may not look like much wave out there, but when you're doing a little buoy turn out there and you have to walk to your tail and you have that little bit of wave just bobbling the tail a little bit, it definitely elevates the skill level.
Oh, these little bumps are deceptive, and especially now the tide's going out, that inside turn buoy, and the future race is going to become interesting because it's going to be right on the shore break.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch as the tide drops. But right now we've got Maddie LeBlanc. Kept it clean. Start to finish, and she's going to advance to the final. We still have a race on the outside. It's currently Caitlin Chen, but Rachel Cantori can catch any little bump at this point and close that gap. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot out there, but it's going to be a race up the beach between Caitlin Chen and Rachel Cantori, and honestly, Meredith is right in the mix as well. So as long as Caitlin can keep it clean from here, looks like she's going to hold on to second. It's going to be a sprint up the beach. All right, it's going to be Caitlin Chen advancing to the final, joining Maddie LeBlanc, Seychelles Webster, and Hung Young Bu. Rachel Cantori in third, and Meredith Stewart in fourth. That was a great heat. All right, let's see. We are moving on to, I believe, let me just pull it up on my phone. Sorry, guys.
We're talking about the tides here. The visionary, really, of modern-day Hilton Head was a gentleman named Charles Fraser. He started the development of sea pines in the mid-'50s. By the early '60s, it was considered probably the most progressive land use development, residential land use development in the country. And when I first started my business in the late '70s, he once told me, he said, everything on Hilton Head is about one word. It's about tides. Our nature, our history, our people have moved around for centuries, our culture, our literature. And you're going to see a lot of tide today. It's now moving. It's going out, so it's coming out of Calabogie Sound, moving from south to north or right to left. And as it goes out, that inside buoy will really become interesting. So it's all about the tide.
Yeah, that's great insight, Mike. We really appreciate it. Wow, it looks like we have Jake Portwood walking into the tent. We might have to get Jake on the mic. He's your current overall leader at the overall event, taking first place in both the sprints and the distance race yesterday. We're going to have him join us in the booth here for a little bit, if you don't mind. You want to?
Yeah, what's up, John? I'm just taking a little break from the water, so.
Yeah, you want to tell us a little bit about your heat while we wait for this Grand Masters to line up and get started?
Well, we couldn't have asked for better conditions. Maybe a little more swell would make it more interesting and a little fun, but nice conditions, flat, beautiful beach here. I saw a lot of sea life when I was out in the water. A little bonnet head swam right up to me. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. There's looks like a nice push of a mullet run that just went by us not too long ago. So, well, it looks like you advanced to the final, so you got a little bit of a break here until later this morning when you're going to have to advance. I know you're dealing with a little bit of an ankle injury, so we're not going to see you sprinting much, but or at least run sprinting much. But
yeah, no running for me still.
Yeah, so it looks like you're going to have to do the work on the water. You're going to have to try to open a little gap if you can. But
yeah, I had to play some catch up on that first heat. I was able to work my way up to Blake's tail drafted him for a little bit, and took advantage of some sharp turns and try to get milk some bumps on the way in, and had to work a little harder on the water rather than the land. So
yep, well, it worked out for you and you made it to the final. Right now, It looks like we've got the Grandmasters, and we're going to do it in a mixed division. We've got 4 competitors out here. This is your 60-plus Grandmasters. In lane 1 in blue, Jim Emery from North Carolina. In lane 2 in red is Shirley Heineman. Shirley's had a great weekend so far.
Yeah, she has. She's moving on those sprints.
She's out here from California, followed by Ed Pierce in the yellow jersey. And in orange, one of my favorite paddlers, Julie Veal.
Julie Veal. She had a good race yesterday, coming in 3rd in the distance, and she was 2nd on the sprint. So
what I love about Julie is she's just so stoked on the sport, and it's great to see at any age you can enter this sport. I believe Julie's probably been paddling for maybe 3 years, 2-3 years, I don't know, but she's new to the sport. She loves it. She's stoked, and she just has the best attitude. So, all right, looks like we're getting ready to kick off this mixed Grandmasters group.
yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a tech sprint heat like this with a mixed gender, so this will be pretty interesting.
Yeah, this is awesome. They're going to be kicking off here any second.
So don't put it past these ladies to put it down on the guys here.
Oh, man, I don't know. The way Shirley Heineman's been paddling lately, I think my money might be on Shirley overall. We'll see how it goes.
I know Julie's dealing with a leg issue too, so she can't run, but she's going to have to make up on the water just like myself. But I know she's been practicing on those buoy turns.
Looks like Shirley with a clean start, followed by Ed Pierce, Jim Emery, and Julianne Veal's out. Let's go.
Yeah, we're all on the water. We're all up and moving. Got a little wave pushing in. Up. We had a spill.
Looks like Shirley and Ed made it through that little break, but Jim Emery got washed out, so we'll see if he can make up some ground. Julie Veal keeping it clean, trying to chase down those two.
I think she just moved into 3rd place there. So we got Shirley out front, approaching the first buoy.
That's what we're seeing. Far right.
Okay.
And sure enough, that is Shirley making it to that first buoy. Not far behind is Ed. Up, I think Shirley might be heading to the wrong buoy.
She's taking a wide turn there.
She's got to head into the beach.
Ed's on that custom catamaran hole, so he's got a slower turn as well.
It looks like our Grandmasters might have missed the racers meeting. I don't know.
Now we got Julie at the first buoy making a cleaner, sharper turn, so she has been working on those buoy turns.
Looks like these guys are back on course now, and I'm going to say it looks like Shirley's going to have a bump here. Shirley and Ed have the opportunity. Let's see.
So that really helps. When you catch those little runners, it might not look like much, and you might still be working a little bit, but it gives you a surge forward, and you can carry that momentum into that next buoy. And that's where you can make your separation.
Yeah, and just as Mike Overton was saying a few minutes ago, that inside buoy's now right in the shore break as the tide's falling out. So this buoy turn is going to get more and more difficult as the afternoon goes on.
You think we can technically call this the hammer buoy?
Shout out to Monica Davis. She's walking by right now.
All right. It looks like we got Monica Davis on the beach. She's part of the Herman and Davis start-finish line crew for all your realty needs. Thank you for your support. We really appreciate it. It looks like Shirley Heineman's taking a commanding lead after that inside buoy. She's heading back out to the outside. She has one more right-hand shoulder turn. Then she'll come in for her beach run. It looks like Shirley Heineman, Ed Pierce, Julie Veal, Jim Emery. At this point, Shirley, as long as she keeps it clean,
she's
should
running away
bring home the win.
See if she can tighten up on this turn here.
I think now she knows where she's going, so I'm going to expect her to make a clean turn as she
There
did.
she goes.
Yep, now maybe she might be able to catch one of these runners we were just talking about.
Yeah, this third buoy turn on the way into the beach, that's where you want to get that bump. This is your longest stretch. Yeah, this is your longest stretch from that outside buoy to the inside flag. And if you can catch a runner there, you can really rest, drop your heart rate, recover a little bit before you have to make that beach run.
Yeah, I know that Ed Pierce is on that custom catamaran board, which I know is built for some stability, but it's primarily going to perform best in flat water. But it looks like it's handling these little bumps pretty good. Ed's sitting in second place now. Shirley has a bump here. She might be able to get a free ride into the beach. We'll see how much practice she's been surfing in California.
Oh, she got a little surge there.
Yep.
Not quite all the way into shore, but just that little bit helps.
We'll see what happens on the outside here with Ed and Julie and Jim. Ed's got a bump. Let's see if he can hang on to it. Oh, that board's steering him left. All right, Ed, good job. Way to keep it together, Ed. Shirley's rounding the buoy now.
So we got Shirley rounding the beach flag. Ed's coming in to the shoreline in second place. Then we got Julie in third. She's on a little runner. And then on the out,
Jim Emery had a nice little bump and he fell.
There's a good view of that custom catamaran hole. So it does create some stability because of the width, but it does lack in some turning abilities just because of that width on it as well.
Yeah, I know Ed's really proud of that design. He's it's a great idea, and I love see people pushing the envelope of board design. And here comes Julie Veal around the flag. She's stoked, you can tell. Drinking some salt water. I don't know, did you notice the speed of which these Grandmasters rounded that flag, that blazing running sprints? I feel like most of them are going into chill mode at this point.
Yeah, well, I don't have any room to talk because I kind of moved the same way around that flag.
I'm sure their heart rate right now, I know my heart rate would be skyrocket right now, so.
Yeah, usually these heats like this tech course in the sprint course is your heart rate starting at 110 to 120, just sitting at that start line. So that first push out and then rounding those buoys really spikes the heart rate.
Yeah, a lot of people, if you haven't done this kind of racing, the transition from rounding that flag to jumping back on your board and having to get into a constant paddle stroke, there's just something about it. Your heart rate really spikes at that moment. So
yeah, it's hard to practice and train for this unless you are out here doing beach run and paddles.
Well, Shirley Heineman right now is making it look easy. She's out front, approaching her final buoy.
She's got a nice stroke going. She looks nice and calm, smooth, collected. So
Ed Pierce.
Ed looks like he's gaining a little bit of distance on her. It's really going to come down to this last push in from this last turn buoy. If Ed can catch a runner on that outside, he might be able to catch Shirley.
Looks like Shirley's clean around the buoy, and she's making her final approach to the finish. Let's make sure she hears you guys as she comes into the finish. Shirley Heineman. Ed Pierce round the buoy clean, hoping to catch a little runner.
Well, it doesn't look like Shirley's getting too much love from the waves.
And on the outside, approaching the final buoy, is Julie Veal and Jim Emery. So it's been a tight race. These paddlers have done an amazing job.
Shirley's got a little bump on the inside here.
If Shirley can stay up on this little whitewash.
There she goes.
There, and nice job. Shirley coming in with some style points. Yeah, All right.
She's good. She's up.
She's going to drop that leash and run up the beach. Your winner of the Grandmasters Heat, Shirley Heineman.
So the leash is protection, but today it is optional. PFDs are mandatory, but like you see in the video right now, that leash can hold you up on your beach finish.
And Ed Pierce trying to make a sprint up the finish. Great job, Ed.
We got Julie coming in.
Julie and Jim rounding out the field.
So Julie's going to have to jump off her board, disconnect that leash.
Jim's on a little runner on the outside. Let's see if he can keep it together the whole way in. Jim, good job. All right, great job. Julie crossing the finish line. Make sure she's hearing you. Jim Emery rounding out the field. Great job, everyone.
So that was pretty interesting for that mixed gender heat.
I loved it. It was awesome. It's a tight race. All the paddlers stayed close. And
a little bit of back and forth.
Yeah, a little bit of back and forth. Shirley Heineman has really performed so well this weekend. It's been great to see. She's traveled all the way from California. She's also really stoked on the sport, so it's great to see. All right, looks like moving on. Ooh, this is going to be a fun heat. So we're moving on to our male 50-plus Heat 1. I believe
these guys are all still solid athletes.
Yeah, so these guys are going to have one heat. I believe 2 are moving on to the final, and everyone else is going to get a repecharge to join them in the final. So I believe it's top 2 going to the final, and everyone else going to the repecharge semifinal to try to join the 2 on top. I mean, I have to say our clear favorite in this race is going to be Steve Miller. Obviously, Steve has shown his legendary status throughout this event. He won the sprints in the 50-plus division. He finished 2nd overall in the distance race yesterday.
Yeah, he was doing some work there up front of the pack yesterday.
So, and beach tech racing's his jam. He loves the ocean, so I'm going to have to make Steve Miller one of the favorites. But Eric Carter, Campbell's dad, is also spends a lot of time in the ocean, followed by Rob Moran and Sean Miller and Terry Smith. So this is going to be a tight race. Top 2 guys are going to go to the final. So let's see if anyone can challenge Mr. Miller, Steve Miller Band.
That first buoy is very critical, John. It's usually whoever can make it to that first buoy first kind of dictates the race, and it's hard to pass, especially with these short buoy intervals.
Yeah, well, as long as you keep your race clean, because we saw Meredith Stewart, had a little bobble at the first buoy, and she had to fight her whole way back, and she just ran out of time. So you got to keep your race clean. But you're right, that sprint to the first buoy is very crucial. If anybody gets a chance later after Steve Miller finishes his heat, make sure to wish him a happy birthday. Tomorrow is Steve Miller's birthday, so make sure you give him a happy birthday, maybe drop him a gift card or something. What would be really nice is if you ordered a Flying Fish custom race board. Steve would love that. But anyway, tomorrow is Steve's 52nd birthday. Yeah, brother. Happy birthday from me. We're going to be kicking this off any second now as they get the scoring and the times situated in the tent.
We got Steve lined up on the inside, lane 1 in blue, followed by Eric Carter in red. Then we have Rob Moran, yellow, Sean Miller, orange, and Terry Smith in white. So,
15 seconds.
All right, looks like these guys are getting ready to kick it off from the Herman Davis start-finish line. This is your men's 50-plus Masters Beach Tech final day. Lowcountry boy. Did we have a false start? No, sorry, they're off. I'll shut up now.
Looks like Miller's got a clean beach start. Nice run.
False start for a second. I'm like, oh no, there's a 50-plus. I didn't want to say it out loud. I'd be right there with it, so. I know. Steve Miller with the clean start. Looks like Eric Carter is sitting in the 2nd position. That's kind of what I expected at this point. Rob Moran.
3rd place is kind of tied right now.
Yeah, Rob Moran and Terry Smith are battling it out. And then you've got, I think that is Sean Miller sitting in the 5th position. Sean Miller sitting in the 5th position.
We got
Steve Miller around the buoy clean. Eric Carter around the buoy clean.
Now these guys are going to pinch up a little bit on this first buoy. Let's see if they can get around clean.
Like we mentioned earlier, that inside buoy is sitting inside that little shore break. So
Rob Moran was able to work that buoy turn.
Even though these waves aren't very big, if a wave happens to crest right on the buoy turn, Miller's just cruising in there on a little bump. Textbook by Miller. Now we can see why he's the legend right there. Made that look super smooth.
Right on top of that wave too. So that gets a little tricky because now you got some unstable water while you're trying to make that buoy turn. And it couldn't have gone any better for him.
Eric Carter around the buoy clean, followed by Rob Moran. Rob's got a little wave to deal with. Yep, that's exactly what we're talking about. It just the level of difficulty goes up. Yep. So looks like Terry Smith is going to get around it.
He crept over that one.
Oh no, he doesn't. You got to get that.
Miller goes in.
You got to get that nose turned into the waves. If you don't get that nose turned and you have your board parallel to the wave, that's what's going to cost you. Meanwhile, Steve Miller's on the outside, making it look easy at this point.
You can see on the camera here, he might have some bumps coming in.
I'm sure he would love to catch a little runner, just put a little distance between him and Eric, because he knows if Eric does catch a runner, he could close that gap.
Yeah, for sure.
And it looks like Miller's going to be blessed with a little tiny bump. If there is anyone on this beach that can milk any wave in the world, it's going to be Steve Miller. So
Steve Miller's like Moana. The ocean just follows him.
If you want to... If you guys want to see some textbook surf racing, right now Steve Miller's making it look easy, coming into the beach flag. Eric Carter keeps peeking over his shoulder, hoping for a miracle.
He's on a
there you go. He's
too.
got a little runner.
Oh,
he's got to get that. He's got to get to the tail and get that nose turn. He's fighting the rail of the board right there. There he goes. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be Steve Miller clean around the flag. Eric Carter's coming in, still sitting in that second position. So it looks like these two guys are going to move to the final unless something happens. They got to keep their run clean.
Looks like we got a close race for third right now.
Yeah, the battle for third and fourth.
Terry Smith catching a bump. He's catching up to Rob Rand.
Yeah, Terry's on a bump, trying to get that nose turn. There he goes. That's a nice job by Terry.
He just made up that ground right there on that little runner.
Oh, and Rob takes a spill.
Uh-oh.
He's still sitting in that. Yeah, keep in mind, guys, this is a 50-plus division. We don't need any broken hips or anything out there. All right, Rob gives us the okay. He's all right. So, looks like right now, Steve Miller hitting that outside buoy. He's going to cruise his way to the final. Eric Carter making his way out there. He's being chased down by Terry and Rob and Sean. But right now, it looks like Eric Carter, if he keeps it clean, he's going to move on to that final as well.
Yeah, if Terry Smith can catch another runner in on this last buoy turn, he does have a shot to catch up to Eric.
Yeah, if you look on the screen right now, everyone watching on YouTube, showing Steve Miller with that great form.
There it is. Another
making a classic backside turn.
Textbook, one-stroke buoy turn there. That's how it's done.
He would love to catch a little runner in, get some style points at the beach. Looks like Eric Carter's going to hold on to second on the outside as he approaches that last final buoy. On screen now you have Terry Smith rounding the buoy in third, Rob Moran rounding the buoy in fourth, and Steve Miller coming in. Camera one if we can get it. There's Steve Miller crossing the finish line. Great job, Steve. Once again, showing why he's a legend.
All right, we got Eric Carter coming in. Is he going to get any love from the ocean, or is Terry Smith going to catch another bump?
Well, I saw Eric take a little peek over his shoulder. He wants to make sure he's got plenty of time to take it easy. Wants to make sure Terry's not going to sneak attack him on a wave. But right now it looks like Eric's not getting much love from the ocean. So he's going to grind it to the finish, but he's got a big enough lead at this point.
Yeah,
he's going to take second.
There.
Nice job, Eric Carter. Clean dismount with a sprint up the beach. Look at that sprint. Great job, Eric, on his Infinity Blackfish. All right, here's Terry Smith rounding out top three. Great job, Terry. Terry had a great distance race yesterday. That was actually the same results from yesterday's distance race. He had Steve Miller in first for the Masters and Eric Carter and Terry Smith. So Looks like Rob Moran's decided to kayak it in. Maybe he did.
He's doing
he's giving some
stink mode.
style points. I'm loving it. Rob Moran, always having a good time in the ocean.
I think those Pacificos are
Right
hitting them
behind
right about now.
Rob is Sean Miller. And these guys sprinted up the beach. Good job, boys. We got out of that heat without any broken hips. We're doing good. All right, that was great to see that heat. So, looks like we are moving on.
Should have the women's now.
The
right?
women's 50-plus division. This has also been a really competitive division throughout the weekend. It's been a lot of fun to watch these ladies race because we've seen all of these ladies, near the top. So, Christina Moros in lane 1. Lori Drewer in lane 2 in red. In lane 3, in the yellow, Trisha Lyons, all the way from Montana, always has a smile on her face. Lane 4 in orange, Sue Butler from Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina. And outside lane in white from Jacksonville, St. Augustine, Ruth Ann Steen. No, Ruth Ann is not. She is scratched and in a boot.
Yeah, she was telling me she's got a fracture on that right ankle somewhere, or lower leg. So,
well, that's
she said it's a
bummer.
little aggravated after the last 2 days of racing. And
all right, yeah, Ruth Ann's had a great weekend so far, so that's going to narrow this field down to 4 ladies. We're going to see how this shakes out. This is, I believe these ladies are going to have 2 heats no matter what, so we're going to have these ladies racing more later today. So they're going to be shaking this out. They all want to take home that victory. So right now on your Herman Davis start-finish line, once again, Christina Moros, Lori Drewer, Trisha Lyons, Suzanne Butler.
so how did these ladies do in the sprint? Because I think Christine Moros was up there.
Yeah,
on the podium.
I believe Christina won the sprint.
Okay.
But
So
Suzanne Butler won the distance, from what I recall. So, like I said, these ladies have all had a good weekend. So,
yeah, it's tricky to train for all 3 of these disciplines. You have the 100-meter sprint, then a 10K, and then you come out to the beach for a little half-mile sprint. It's
Olukai shoes bring the comfort of walking barefoot on wet sand to any journey. Because we don't travel to go further, we travel to get closer. And no matter how far we go, we can always bring the aloha with us. Any moment can feel like you're stepping into the spirit of Hawaii. Say aloha to Olukai. Anywhere comfort, anywhere aloha.
all right, we had a nice quick commercial break there. We're back to the action here at Sea Pines Club Beach. We're waiting on the start of the female 50-plus division, Heat 1. Once again on the Herman Davis start-finish line, Christina Morris in lane 1, Lori Drewer in lane 2, Trisha Lyons in lane 3, and Sue Butler in lane 4. Kicking off any moment now. I'm going to take a minute here to give a quick shout-out to John Batson and his crew for all the work they've done this weekend. Make sure you give him a huge thank you at some point before you leave this afternoon, because without him and this crew, this event would not be possible. And I must also brag a little bit about this live feed, because these guys have done an amazing job on the cameras with the drone footage and everything. So hats off to those guys. If it wasn't for the excellent video footage, I would have nothing to talk about. while we're waiting for the start, we're going to have you guys give you another reminder that here at Sea Pines this fall, the Alliance Roofing Hilton Head half and quarter marathon and 5K will be moving right here to Sea Pines. Runners of all levels can enjoy a beautiful course post-race celebration at the Sea Pines Beach Club. It's an unforgettable experience featuring ideal November weather, scenic views, and Jake Portwood's favorite, a free cold beer waiting for you at the finish line. So if anyone out on the beach is interested, let Alice Batson know and she'll get you signed up or at least put you in the right direction. So the ladies are lined up, ready to go for the women's 50 plus.
And they're off.
And they're off.
Looks like we got.
Looks like we only have 3 competitors on the line. We don't have Suzanne Butler, so it is
Lori. They're all kind of clean on the start there.
Yeah, they're all clean. Looks like Lori and Christina with the cleanest start. Trisha Lyons quickly behind them. Let's see if everybody can make it through this little shore break. Clean. Knocked
Trish
off
is down.
Trish has time to make up the ground. But it looks like on the outside, Christina Moros.
Yeah, she's got a good line there. It looks like Lori's going to have to work her way to the left some to get around to that buoy.
Yeah, that's something that we haven't talked about yet. But, approaching that first buoy at the right angle can really help save you a few seconds.
So our start line, you can't really tell from the camera angle, but our start line is actually to the right of the buoy a little bit. So you have to make your way to the left.
Yeah, Christina Morris made it around clean with a crossbow turn. Lori George doing the same thing with a little crossbow. But right now it's Christina Morris with the lead, followed by Lori. Lori's going to look for a bump, try to get well, looks like Christina's going to get a bump, pulling a bigger gap if she can stay on it.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, looks like it rolled out.
Surge that she needed there to open that gap up. And now she's approaching that inside buoy.
Yeah, let's see what kind of love she gets from the ocean here. Right now it looks clean. If she can get that nose turned back towards the horizon.
Another crossbow here on the inside.
She's got to get that nose turned, and she did it, so she's around clean. Here comes Lori. She's going to have to deal with a little bit of a bump as this thing approaches the buoy. Oh, and it cost her. Okay, she's going to jump back up. Right now, Christina Morris is keeping it clean, and she's in the lead.
Yeah, this little swell is not very big, but it's enough to throw you off on that inside.
Yeah, if you look at our coverage right now on the screen, you can see that inside buoy and how the shore break is just rolling right into that buoy. So
it reminds me of the old-time BOP out in California, that hammer buoy.
Yeah, we're going to call this one the rubber mallet buoy. But anyway, Trisha Lyons trying to get around that buoy. She's having to fight with a little shore pound. But Christina Moros on screen on the outside, making it clean. Right now, Christina's having a great run, keeping it clean. Nice technique.
Christine's also using that quick blade, new Stingray blade. That thing's pretty efficient, so that's what I use today, and it might be the secret trick.
Yep, you can see some good shot of Christina on screen there. So trying to keep that paddle as vertical as possible so she goes straight. Nice job by these ladies. Lori's still sitting in second, hoping to catch a bump on the outside to close that gap. But right now, Christina Moros, if she can keep this clean, she's going to come home with the win. Looks like she had a clean exit on her board. Now she's got to make it around the flag and get a clean re-entry.
Oh, Lori's getting a little bump on the
outside. Yeah, Lori's definitely going to have a bump here.
If she can ride it out.
Yeah, Lori does some surfing up California. She got that board a little too parallel to the wave, and that rail, she's going to have to fight that rail. So
you want to try to match that speed as that wave's approaching and then step back. Or you get turned sideways like that. Once you get turned sideways, it's hard to recover.
Yeah, we'll see if she can make a comeback here. Still plenty of time, but Christina Moros, as of now, has got a clean re-entry if she can get through these shore break. All right, we got Lori sitting in second, coming around the flag now. Great job, Lori. You can close that gap, girl. All right, looks like Christina made it through the shore break, so.
Yeah, this beach flag is tricky. You want to, in your head, you want to push it and sprint around that flag, but as soon as you hit that water, you're going to pay for it if you do.
Right now, Trisha Lyons with a great little knee technique riding in the waves. I don't think there's much surf out in Montana, so I don't know if she gets to practice much in the waves. But Trisha Lyons coming around the flag now.
I think I've
with
seen
a big smile and throwing us a shaka. We love it. Great job.
I think I've seen Trisha at every race I've done this year.
Yeah,
in the
Trisha
US.
is a huge supporter of SUP racing in the United States. She's part of the USA SUP crew. I believe she's a board member or a regional director or one of those things. So she travels all around the country to race. She always has a warm, welcoming smile. She's one of my favorite ladies, and she's giving it her all today. But you can see Christina Moros on screen showing some great technique, coming around that final buoy. Looks like she's going to hold on. She had an entirely clean run at this point, so that's been great to see.
Yeah, with these tech courses, it's really about who can stay on the board. If you can swim the least amount, you're usually going to look pretty solid and have a good clean
Yeah,
finish.
let's see if Christina can get a little bump. She's got one right in front of her, but it doesn't look like she's going to get much love. Just a little microwave right here. But let Christina hear it from you guys. She's going to be the winner of Heat 1 in the women's 50+ on that beautiful American flag Flying Fish Custom. Great job, Christina.
And now we have Lori. She just rounded that last buoy. She's making her way in.
Yep, you can see Laura showing some good technique as well. She's going to finish second. Great racing, ladies. You guys are doing a great job out there. Coming into the beach now in second place, Lori Drawer. Let's see if she, once again, she gets some white water. She's had some tough little, she's been in some tough spots today, but she keeps that one together. Gets a little ride in. Great job, Lori.
So we had Christina at 6 minutes and 5 seconds. That's a pretty competitive time.
Yeah, you know what? I haven't been checking the times of this so far, so that's great.
I think our fastest time was right around 5 minutes for the whole day. So.
And coming in on your screen there, once again, Trisha Lyons with that big smile. Let's see if she can do some Montana surfing on the way in. She's got a chance. Oh, no! She gets sideways. Let's hope she's okay. You can see how shallow the water is out there. So that's why we're getting these small little breaking waves so far off the beach. Trisha Lyons rounding out the field. Yeah, throwing her paddle in the air. Great job, girl. And that's going to wrap up Heat 1 of the women's 50+. These ladies did an incredible job out there, showing lots of excitement on the water. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Make sure you're showing all your friends and family on the beach plenty of love, and we'll be right back.
Second separate champions from challengers. One board stands above the rest. At Flying Fish Board Company, we craft custom paddle boards for athletes who go beyond the ordinary. The new Freedom Race board is the result of countless hours pushing the limits. From calm lakes to stormy seas, it doesn't just adapt, it excels. This is the board that transforms good racers into champions. The Flying Fish Freedom, crafted by paddlers for paddlers. Feel the freedom and design your board at flyingfishboardco.com today. When second separate champions from challenge.
Olukai shoes bring the comfort of walking barefoot on wet sand to any journey. Because we don't travel to go further, we travel to get closer. And no matter how far we go, we can always bring the aloha with us. Any moment can feel like you're stepping into the spirit of Hawaii. Say aloha to Olukai. Anywhere comfort, anywhere aloha.
At Outside, it's our deep connection to the Lowcountry and our passion for sharing it with others that makes us the area's oldest and largest curator of fun and adventure. We offer more than just tours. We create personalized, immersive experiences led by expert guides who know these waters and landscapes inside and out. Whether it's a quiet paddle through the salt marsh, a sail at sunset, a private charter to a hidden island, or a historical e-bike tour, every adventure is crafted to inspire, educate, and connect.
With 3 Lowcountry locations, the Outside Store is a curated specialty retail hub for both gear and experiences, blending a welcoming, coastal-inspired atmosphere with everything you need to explore the region and beyond. Inside, you'll find a carefully selected mix of high-quality outdoor apparel, performance gear, accessories, and lifestyle goods that reflect the Lowcountry's relaxed yet adventurous spirit.
Visit Outside online. Call our dedicated reservations line.
Or stop by one of our 3 retail store locations today.
Welcome to Paddlefest, a celebration of paddling, play, and community out on the water. This event wouldn't be possible without the amazing support of our sponsors and partners. We would like to honor our beneficiaries, the Outside Foundation and the Island Recreation Center, whose important work inspires us and will receive the proceeds from this event. We also thank our hosts, the dedicated team who charted the course and brought Paddlefest to life. Dr. John Batson, Spine and Sports Medicine, the Outside Foundation, the Island Recreation Center, the Town of Hilton Head, and Outside Brands.
Don't stop the flow. It's taking you places you've never been before. Our music is a remedy, no other can compete. This is just a start, you better believe. Ooh, all the systems are a go. You can dance and never know. All invited to the show. Whoa. Ooh, all our systems are a go. You can dance and never know. All invited to the show. Oh.
Okay, guys, we're back live after that commercial break here at the Olukai Lowcountry Paddlefest. It's been a long weekend for me. I've been on the mic all weekend. We're going to have these guys kicking off any second now. This is your rapid charge round for your male 18 to 49. Top 2 guys are going to make the final between Mike Clark, Tristan Gregory, Nathan Champion, Mike Hill, Paul Pianowski, and they're off.
Looks like Paul's got a nice clean run out. Let's see if he can capitalize on this start. Mike is off.
Yeah, right now Paul and Mike Hill, Tristan Gregory. Oh, Paul had a little bobble.
Paul goes down. Let's see if they can capitalize on this little.
Boy, you can see how quick this tide is dropping. Paul's going to have to fight his way back to the buoy.
Now he's actually angling pretty hard to the left to get
Tristan
around.
Gregory has a nice angle on the outside. We'll see if Tristan can take advantage of this. It looks like he's going to be first around the buoy, so nice work by Tristan. Let's see if he can get around it clean with that backside turn.
Yeah,
Mike Hill on the inside trying to edge him. These two guys are neck and neck. Tristan gets a little bit of a runner just to surge ahead.
Tristan's on that Fanatic board too. That thing looks pretty nice. You don't see those very often around here.
That looks like a surf style board. So
kind of a flat deck.
Built for this type of racing, so we'll see if he can keep it together. But right now it's Tristan Gregory in first, followed by Mike Hill.
Mike Hill's got a little bump.
Oh, and Tristan just got that board a little sideways like we talked about earlier. You got to make sure you keep the rails in control. He's going to get around that buoy by foot. So smart move by his part.
We got Mike Hill. Oh, Mike Hill drops in at the buoy as well.
Yeah, you can see we've got a battle
These guys are
right
getting
now.
bunched up. This is a close run right here.
Yeah, absolutely. Nathan Champion getting in the mix. Paul Pianowski. Man, this race could be anybody's race at this point.
Oh, they're getting these little waves at the wrong time, but hopefully there'll be some more on the way in.
Right now it's Tristan Gregory out front. He's got about a board length lead on Mike Hill. Nathan Champion's got a little bit of work to do if he's going to close that gap. Let's go, Nathan. Let's put on that gap. Let's close that gap. Tristan Gregory hitting that buoy first. Getting ready to do another backside turn.
Nice clean step back pivot turn there. Gets around clean, followed by Mike Hill.
Yeah, you can see for Mike that's a front side turn, and for Tristan it's a backside turn. So that just means Mike Hill's a goofy footer. Tristan Gregory's regular footed. But right now it's Tristan Gregory out front. Mike Hill's trying to milk a bump.
Is he going to get it? He just rolls under him.
Doesn't look like it, but Tristan's getting one now.
Tristan's going to work it all the way in. That's a nice little runner.
If Tristan can surf this back left, he's got to get that nose turn.
Oh, he goes.
Oh, he opened the door right here for Mike.
Yeah, let's see if Mike can get something to catch up here.
Let's see what happens. Tristan and Mike are going to be approaching this flag about the same time.
Tristan got pushed kind of wide away from the flag, and Mike's got a better angle here.
Yeah, when you're dealing with these little microwaves, you just can't turn that board parallel to the wave. It's just going to cost you. You got to keep that nose.
Tristan around the flag first. Mike Hill right on his tail. And then we got a fight for third place coming in here. We got Paul running through that waist-deep water.
Yeah.
This is tricky here because we have that outside sandbar, we have the shoreline, and we have a little trough in between. So you might think it's deep enough or shallow enough to jump off that sandbar and run through, but you still have to get through that trough first.
Yeah, there's a good shot of Paul coming around the flag now. But on the outside, it's Tristan Gregory and Mike Hill battling it out. We got Mike Clark hitting that outside buoy, so there might be a little bit of cross action here. Hopefully Mike can get his board turned and out of the way. All right, get on the inside if you can, Mike. There you go. All right, looks like Tristan Gregory's going to be first to the buoy.
Yeah, they're
followed by Mike Hill doing a backside now, so we'll see.
Yeah, it looks like Tristan's got about
Tristan's
a board
putting down the
length.
hammer. Look at Tristan.
These top two positions do advance to the final, but it looks like Tristan wants to run away with it. He's not letting anybody.
Yeah, he is definitely putting down the hammer. He's got about a board and a half to 2 board length lead right now on Mike Hill.
Yeah,
he's just got to keep it clean through the surf to the finish. A little front side turn there. And let's see.
How about this weather?
Mike Hill, clean around the buoy as well.
I don't think we could have asked for a nicer day than this.
Looks like Tristan's getting a runner. It's going to be Tristan Gregory. As long as he doesn't jump off his board too early yet. I wouldn't jump off yet if he can help it.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. It's tricky. You want to try to get all the way to that shoreline so you don't have to run through that water because you will be slower in that waist-deep water.
And the first one across the Herman Davis start-finish line, Tristan Gregory with the win of the repechage.
Moving on to the final.
Congratulations, Tristan. Nice work.
We got Mike Hill hitting the beach now also.
Followed by Mike Hill. Great work, Mike. And it looks like, unless something shakes out differently, it's going to be Nathan Champion holding on to third. I don't see any waves for Paul's help, so. All right, Nathan Champion taking home third. Paul got a little runner on the outside, but it's not going to help him much. He's going to hold on to the 4th position. All right, Mike Clark, come on, buddy.
All right, Paul Pianowski hitting the beach now.
I believe Paul lives in North Carolina now. He was hailing in California for a while, but he's I believe, a North Carolina resident from what I've heard. So good on Paul. We're happy to see some more new paddlers on the East Coast. We appreciate the donation, California. Oh, awesome. Davis. How are you? Right now, joining us in the booth, we have the pleasure of having Monica Davis. They are the sponsor of the Herman Davis start-finish line for all your real estate needs. We're going to have Monica talk on the mic here and tell us a little bit about Herman Davis.
So this is on?
It is on. Oh. Everyone can hear you. If you want to sit here, you can, and you'll be on camera.
Hi, everybody.
Because you're live on YouTube.
Hope you guys are enjoying this beautiful day on Hilton Head Island. My name is Monica Davis, and I have a business partner, Becky Herman, and we are the Herman and Davis team. We have been selling real estate on Hilton Head for 26 years, and we will sell anything from Hilton Head all the way to Beaufort, South Carolina.
Oh, that sounds amazing. It's such a beautiful area. I've had a chance. John Batson took me on a really nice bike ride of Sea Pines a couple months ago, and I was so impressed with the neighborhood. And I just love how they keep all the big oak trees and all the beauty of Hilton Head, you know. So, well, we're very happy that you're sponsoring our start-finish line today, and without your help, this event would not be a huge success that it is. So,
well, the Outside Foundation, I think, is a really important charity.
Yeah.
And I think all the people that live here on Hilton Head, a lot of locals support it, and so our team is happy to be a sponsor because it's such a great cause.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've been here on the island for 26 years selling real estate, so I'm sure you've seen a lot of growth, a lot of changes, but it's just amazing how they've kept the natural beauty of the island, you know.
Well, it really is, and I think we got discovered a little bit during COVID, and so we just have people from all over wanting to come and have this kind of lifestyle here. Because I'm sure all you guys that have been visiting this weekend, I mean, you've seen a little bit of it, but just, the golf courses, the tennis, all the boating activities, just everything you can do on the water here there's just no other place like it.
Yeah,
really.
That's amazing. Yeah, so, well, if you're watching this broadcast live on YouTube or maybe in the future on YouTube, or you're here on the beach and you can hear my voice, if you're in the market to buy or sell a home, you better be giving Monica a call here at Herman Davis because, again, without their support of sponsoring the start-finish line, we wouldn't be able to have the success we have. So let's make sure that we give her some love back if you're in the market. We have Mike Clark just finished across the line, so great job, Mike. Well, Monica, thank you so much for joining me.
Yes.
And letting everyone know about Herman and Davis. And again, we do appreciate your sponsorship and enjoy this beautiful weather.
And if anybody wants any fruit, come to our table.
Oh, okay. We got some fruit at the Herman Davis start-finish line table. We got some fresh fruit, so take them up on that. Okay, moving on. We've got the women's repechage. Let me pull up the start list on my phone. Let's have some patience with me. In lane one from the Herman Davis start-finish line, in the blue jersey, Eli Miller. Lane two in the red, local Rachel Cantori. In lane three, also local, Nia Lee. And in lane four in orange, Meredith Stewart. I believe two of these ladies will be moving on to the final. There's a good look at Eli on the screen. We've got these ladies chatting it up, psyching each other out. That's a good look at these ladies on screen. Right there in lane 2, Rachel Cantori. She's local from the Bluffton area, I believe, and she does some paddle lessons and instruction, stuff like that. So look Rachel up. It looks like they're getting ready to start. Eli Miller on the inside. On camera, that beautiful green board. And they're off. Once again, top 2 will advance. Meredith Stewart, first one to hit the water. Let's see if Meredith can keep this run clean. She's through that first shore break. All right, all the ladies made it through that first little shore break. Looks like it's Rachel Cantori, Meredith Stewart, neck to neck. Maybe a slight advantage from the camera angle by Meredith Stewart. Looks like it's going to be Meredith on the inside, followed by Rachel Cantori. Eli Miller trying to make a move on the outside. Oh, Meredith went down again. All right, we see if she has to make up that ground again. Let's see if she has it in her. That gives Rachel Cantori the clear opening. There's a good shot of Rachel on screen. Eli Miller in the background trying to close that gap. Looks like Meredith Stewart, man, nice recovery. She's closing that gap really quickly now at this point. Rachel Cantori, first round the inside buoy, followed by Meredith Stewart, Eli Miller, and Nia Lee. Oh, Eli's going to have a little bit of a wave. She's got to get that nose turned. Nia Lee. Meredith Stewart goes down again. All right, Nia. Gives the opportunity to Eli Miller to move into second place, but right now Rachel Cantori is taking advantage of a clean run. We've talked about it so many times on this broadcast. If you can't keep it clean, you're going to have a hard time winning. So right now Rachel's out around that outside buoy heading to the flag. There's a good shot of Eli and Meredith battling for that buoy. Eli's staying on the outside, going a little wire, playing it safe. We're going to see if these ladies have an opportunity to close the gap on Rachel, but right now, Rachel Cantori with the outright lead. If she can keep it clean, it's going to be her race to advance to the final. You can see on the outside, Meredith Stewart's on a little bit of a bump. She's got to keep that nose pointed towards the beach. Meredith's closing that gap a little bit on that bump, but Rachel Cantori clean around the flag. There's still plenty of race left, but right now it is Rachel Cantori's race. There's a good shot of Meredith coming around that flag now. Followed by Eli Miller. Rachel Cantori's out clean. She's just got to make it through this shore break. And it looks like she does, so Eli Miller rounding the flag. We're going to see if she has it in her to close that gap on these ladies. There's a great shot of Rachel. You can see that lead. We've got about a 5 or 6 board gap lead, so Meredith's going to have a lot of work to do. Great shot of Rachel approaching that outside buoy. She's going to do a backside left shoulder turn. She keeps it clean. Textbook turn by Rachel, so looks like she's got one more buoy turn to take this thing home and move on to the final. There's a great shot of Rachel. One more buoy turn. I don't know if Meredith Stewart can close this gap. If Rachel keeps it clean, she's going to take home the victory. But right now, Meredith Stewart sitting in second, Eli Miller in third, Nia Lee in fourth. Rachel's around that final buoy, approaching the home stretch. Let's see if the ocean's going to give her any love on the way in. It looks like Rachel Cantori is going to take this thing home. Oh, on the outside, Meredith catches a nice bump, closes the gap quite a bit. She's got to keep it together. Rachel's going to have to run through this deep water. Oh, and Meredith goes down. We're going to need some board caddy help out there. Rachel Cantori makes it through the waist-deep water. And she's going to take home the victory. Rachel Cantori, first place, moves on to the final. Joining her in the final is going to be Meredith Stewart. Great job, ladies. Meredith's going to get one more crack at it. Eli Miller finishing out her round. Great job, Eli. She's had an amazing weekend. She can finally relax. It's over. Great job, Eli. All right, we've got Nia Lee coming in on the outside, rounding out the field. Oh, and Nia goes down. I believe it's been a long weekend for everybody, so there are a lot of high heart rates, weak legs, jelly legs, and high heart rates. All right. That is going to round out your women's open division, so the final is set for later. These ladies who went through the repechage are not going to get much rest. So get back to the beach, get some water, get some fruit from the Herman Davis table, and be ready for the final. All right, coming up, we're going to have another Grand Masters heat with Jim Emery, Julie Veal, Ed Pierce, and Shirley Heineman. We're going to see if this race shakes out any differently than the first time. There's some revenge that's wanted out there, but the first heat, Shirley Heineman made it look easy. Probably after this race, a commercial break. Once again, I'd like to take this minute to thank Olukai for their sponsorship of this event. Outside Hilton Head, the Outside Foundation, Island Rec Center, all the other amazing sponsors. Thank you so much. All right, this is our first final of the day, the Grand Masters. Who's going to take home the victory? We're doing a mixed division, so we're going to crown a male and a female champion. Shirley Heineman just threw me up the shaka. She's ready to go defend her title. She's had an incredible weekend. All she needs is another clean run to take home the technical championship in the Grand Masters division, and she is ready. It's a great shot of Shirley on screen, and they're off. Again, it's Shirley and Ed. Jim Emery close behind. Looks like it's Ed Pierce first to the water. We're going to see how this shakes out. Slightly different conditions for this race. Again, they're going to have to deal with that inside buoy with the little shore pound. Oh, looks like Shirley's going to hold on. She got to her knees, but she stayed up. All right, she needs to jump back up. There she goes. Ed Pierce right now has got the clean shot to the buoy. We'll see if Ed can keep it together around this turn. They're going to remember this time they have to head to the inside buoy, so there goes Ed around the buoy first, doing that cross bow paddle on his custom catamaran. Yeah, it looks like Shirley and Jim are battling now at the buoy. Jim on the outside. Again, everyone's keeping it pretty clean. Julie Veal approaching the buoy now. Right now, we've got Ed Pierce and Shirley Heineman out front. Lots of racing to go. Let's keep it together and keep it clean as they approach this inside buoy. Right now, it looks like the ocean's being kind to them. Ed Pierce, first to the inside buoy. Now on that board, he really is going to have to get that nose turned against the waves. Great job, Ed. Look at that textbook buoy turn by Ed Pierce. Nice work, Ed. Oh, there you go. Great job. Shirley Heineman goes down, opens the door. Jim Emery's going to have to deal with this. Yep, and he got him. It looks like Julie Veal might catch a nice little window with some calm seas. Julie Veal around the inside. We still have Ed Pierce in the lead, followed by Shirley Heineman, Jim Emery, and Julie Veal. Man, what a great race, all this close racing. When they get near the finish line, guys, I know they want to hear you loud cheering them on. This is your Grandmaster 60-plus division. Ed Pierce is in his 70s. So, amazing job by these athletes. Ed looks like he's getting around that buoy first again. If he can get the nose of that board spun around, he's going to be in good shape. Shirley Heineman with a little crossbow there. She's around clean, hoping for a wave to catch Ed. But right now, it's Ed Pierce. Ed Pierce is being chased down right now by Shirley Heineman, Julie Veal, Jim Emery. This is a tight race. Looks like Ed's got a little wave. He's got to get the nose turned to the north, or south rather, sorry. All right. Might be beneficial to get back up. There he did, because he didn't have to run through that deep water. Same thing with Shirley. She may want to get back on that board in a second. There you go. You don't want to run through that stuff. Right, and then it's a swell, yeah. I believe what you're seeing happening here is they might be hitting their fins on that shallow sandbar on that second outside bar. So Ed Pierce around the flag first. Close behind is Shirley Heineman. Lots of race to go. Julie Veal. She's got to get that board spun against the wind so she's not fighting it. Put that nose of the board into the wind. There you go, Julie. Jim Emery right behind Julie, coming around the flag. All four of these competitors are super close. Looks like we still have Ed Pierce if he can get through this shore break. And he does. Ed Pierce sitting in first. Shirley Heineman clean through the break, sitting in second. Let's see if Shirley can reel in Ed at this point. There's not much racing left. 2 more buoy turns. Who are we crowning our male and female Grandmaster champions? You're going to know any minute now. All right, we've got Ed Pierce and Shirley hitting that outside buoy. Shirley's making a little bit of move on the inside. She took she goes down. She still has time. She's got to jump back up on that board and close that gap. Ed knows it. He's taking off. Right now, it looks like your male Grandmaster champion is going to be Ed Pierce. Shirley Heinemann's back up to her feet. One more buoy turn, Shirley, and you are the Grandmaster's technical champion. Great technique there by Shirley Heinemann. You can see on screen Ed Pierce approaching that last final buoy. Amazing drone coverage once again. Ed Pierce is around the buoy. Looks like we're going to have our Grandmasters champion, Ed Pierce, coming to the beach. Make sure he hears you. Good job, Ed. He's got a little wave.
You can see that board just wants to steer because it's just that catamaran. It's great for flat water, but it's like a catamaran design he built. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, you get going, it's hard to turn the board. Yeah, you just can't turn it. Yeah. He built it, huh?
Yeah, or had somebody build it for him, but he designed it. Yeah. And Ed Pierce hitting the beach. I tell you, we've got a close race. Julie Veal and Jim Emery are coming in. Shirley's trying to get across that sandbar. She's going to hit some deep water here in a second. There she goes. She gets on her board. Ed Pierce, your Grand Masters champion, followed by Shirley Heinemann, your female Grand Champion, technical racing. Amazing weekend of racing, Shirley. Great job. Look at that drone coverage we're seeing on the beach here. You can see these waves aren't big, but they're causing a little bit of havoc. The water's probably 3-6 inches deep. Julie Veal coming across the finish line now. Make sure she can hear you. Great job, Julie Veal. All right, Jim Emery, great job rounding out the field. Jim Emery. Amazing job by all these athletes. That was your Grand Masters final for the Olukai. Oh my gosh, it's getting long. Long weekend. Olukai Lowcountry Paddlefest. All right, we're going to be moving on here. I believe we're going to have finals all the way out now. Next up is going to be the men's 50-plus final. Men's 50-plus final, but we're going to go to a quick commercial break here. And when we get back, the men's 50-plus final.
Welcome to Paddlefest, a celebration of paddling, play, and community out on the water. This event wouldn't be possible without the amazing support of our sponsors and partners. We would like to honor our beneficiaries, the Outside Foundation and the Island Recreation Center, whose important work inspires us and will receive the proceeds from this event. We also thank our hosts, the dedicated team who charted the course and brought Paddlefest to life. Dr. John Batson, Spine and Sports Medicine, the Outside Foundation, the Island Recreation Center, the Town of Hilton Head, and Outside Brands. We're grateful to our financial sponsors, whose generous support provides the strong current that keeps this event moving forward. 3T MRI Belfair, Benchmark Physical Therapy, Coastal States Bank, Elite Physical Therapy, the Lowcountry Group with England Volkers Real Estate Hilton Head, Hilton Head Properties, Neurosurgical and Spine Institute, Optum Orthopedic, OsteoStrong, Ted Neely, The Boathouse, The Greenery, The Zone, Boss Orthopedics, the family of Peter Viro, Hilton Head Properties Realty and Rentals, Herman and Davis Properties, Collins Group Realty, and Signature Catering. And we are incredibly grateful to our in-kind.
All right. Looks like we're back to the live action. The men's Masters 50 is off. Can Steve Miller make it a 3 for 3 for the weekend? First to hit the water. Playing it smart, running across the bars. We've seen Connor Baxter do that in the past. I think he learned it from somewhere. And he's up. Yeah, we're getting some fins hitting the bottom here. Steve Miller off to a clean start, followed by Eric Carter. Terry Smith in the orange is sitting in third. Steve Miller first around the buoy. Eric Carter right on his tail. We'll see if one of these guys can catch a little wave. Just like any little bit of help at this point is going to help. We can see this tide is dropping out faster and faster. Steve Miller approaching that inside buoy. Eric Carter hot on his tail. Steve Miller with a textbook backside turn around that inside buoy. Here's Eric Carter following suit. Eric can get around clean. He's only one board length back. Steve Miller. Steve Miller's being challenged by Eric Carter on this race. Eric really wants it. We've got about a 1 to 1.5 board length lead. Steve Miller's going to have to keep it clean and hopefully get a little bump here. Steve Miller around clean, doing a little cross bow pivot turn mixture. Great job by Steve. He's opening his gap up now. Eric Carter coming around the buoy now with a clean backside turn. Looks like Steve Miller's opening his gap up. Catching a little bump now, putting an exclamation mark on it. As long as Steve can keep this clean, you're looking at your 50-plus technical champion. He's got a nice free ride. See if his fin doesn't hit. He's got to get over that little shallow bar. All right, Steve Miller coming around the flag now. Eric Carter approaching the beach. There's a great shot of Steve rounding the flag now. And that beautiful flying fish board. For those of you that don't know, Steve Miller's my business partner in flying fish, so he's not just friends and family, but he's also a business partner. So he's doing an amazing job keeping it together. Heading to that outside buoy now. Going for the sweep for the weekend. Looks like Eric Carter's going to hold on to that second place, but Terry Smith's right behind him. There's a good shot of Steve Miller approaching that outside buoy. He's going to do a nice backside turn here. Textbook turn. Heading down to that final buoy. Can Terry Smith close in on Eric Carter? It's got to be a big task at this point. It is Steve Miller, Eric Carter, Terry Smith, Sean Miller, and Rob Moran. It looks like at this point it's going to finish just like that. Steve Miller rounds that final buoy. All right, we have a nice split screen here. We've got Steve Miller coming in on a wave for the victory. If we've got Steve anywhere now. There's Steve Miller hitting the beach. Your 50-plus Masters champion, Steve Miller, has had an amazing weekend. Congratulations, Steve. Current USA Sup Masters champion, silver medalist in the World Championships. And Eric Carter bringing home second. Eric has also had an amazing event. 50-plus technical. Second place, Eric Carter. Great job, guys. And we've got Terry Smith navigating the sandbars now. He's going to come in for third. Great job, Terry Smith. Another benefit of attending Chattajack is you can enter a raffle for a flying fish race board, and that's exactly what Terry's on. He won the raffle last year and got himself a free flying fish Freedom Pro. So congratulations, Terry. All right, rounding out this field, we've got Sean Miller hitting the sandbars. He's decided he's just going to make a run for it at this point. Sean Miller is going to take home fourth position, followed by Rob Moran. Great job, racing boys. Yeah, I'm good. It's just at this point. All right, Rob, great job. Rob Moran is the organizer of the Carolina Pro-Am, an event in Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina, and coming up in November. Look it up on Paddle Guru. Let's hope to see some competitors from here show up to North Carolina in November. Nice work, Rob Moran. Okay, our next heat is going to be the final for the women's 50-plus. These ladies have been battling it out all weekend long. Trisha Lyons, Lori Drawer, Christina Moros. In the first heat, Christina Moros was able to have a clean run and took home the victory. We'll see if she can put together another clean run. There's the ladies on screen now. Christina Moros in the yellow jersey. In the red, Lori Drawer. And in the blue, Trisha Lyons. This is your women's final 50-plus. All the marbles are on the line. Right now, the heart rates are going up. All three of these ladies want to take home that title. Of Lowcountry Paddlefest Technical Champion. They get to brag about it on Instagram. There's a good shot of Christina Morrow. She's going to give us a wave for the camera in the yellow jersey. Lori Drawer to her left in the red. Trisha Lyons in blue. Any second now. Dun, 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 dun. Stay tuned, because after this, we have the male and female open division finale for all the marbles. They're up and ready, boards in hand. And they're off. They've got a long way to run. All these ladies have nice long legs. They're going for it. Christina Morris decides to get up early. We'll see if she can get across that bar. Nope. She's got to run again. Lori Drawer plays the strategy of running all the way out like Steve Miller did. Now they're both up and on their feet. And they're off. Neck and neck. Slight edge goes to Lori right now. Looks like Lori has that outside lane on the buoy, so she's keeping it outside. That's a good move on her part. They both approach the buoy doing cross-bow turns. We're going to see what happens on this inside buoy. I have a feeling this inside buoy is going to shake some things up. They are neck and neck. Now it's going to give Christina Morris the outside line. They're approaching that inside sandbar. It's really shallow at this point. We'll see if, Lori's on the wrong side of the buoy. She's going to have to get off and go around the buoy. Christina Morris is going to have to stay on the right side of the buoy. And she does, but there's a wave. Here we go. Oh, we have carnage at the buoy. Carnage at the buoy. Let's see what happens. Lori gets her board around. She's got her leash wrapped up on the handle. There we go. Christina Morris first to her feet. We have a battle, and here's Trisha Lyons coming in from behind, clean around that buoy. All three of these ladies have a chance to be the champion. We have a great race right now. It's Christina Morris with the lead, Lori Drewer in second. Trisha Lyons trying to close that gap. Lots of racing left. Let's see what happens on this outside buoy. Christina with an inside crossbow, trying to get that board turned. Lori with a nice, little bit tighter inside turn. We'll see if that can pay off. She's looking for a bump at this point. It's Christina Morris still in the lead. This is a tight race. Amazing coverage here from the crew as they approach the flag. All three of these ladies are in this battle. Christina Morris jumps off. We'll see. She's got long legs. She might have to jump back on that board. She's going to make a run for it. Oh, Lori Drewer goes down. These ladies are opting for the run. That is a long run through water. Very exhausting. Trisha Lyons back in the mix. This is neck and neck. It's anybody's race. Christina Morris first around the buoy. Or first around the flag, my apologies. Followed by Lori and Trish right on her tail. Come on, Trish. She's still throwing up shakas. I love it. Christina Morris is going to have to navigate this sandbar. If she can get across this sandbar clean. Maddie LeBlanc turning that final buoy right now. Looks like if she keeps it all clean, she's going to come in for a second place finish. That's going to give Seychelles the victory. This race is half paddle, half run at this point. Seychelles crossing the line. Congratulations, Seychelles. Maddie LeBlanc in second. The battle still for third. It's still Caitlin Chen holding on to that third position. But Rachel Cantori is not going to allow it too much. We're going to see if she can navigate these waves. She was able to use that paddle to steer the nose back to shores. Good job. And she's making a run for it for third place. Look at those legs go. Wow. Caitlin Chen sprints her way to the third place finish on the podium. Congratulations, Caitlin. Rachel Cantori takes home fourth. Hung Young Boo in fifth, and it's going to be Meredith Stewart rounding out the field. Congratulations, ladies. Once again, your podium is Seychelles Webster in first, Maddie LeBlanc in second, and Caitlin Chen in third. All right. Coming up, the men's open final and our final race of the day. Who's going to bring home the technical championship? Jake Portwood has won both the sprints and the distance. Can he take home a victory in the tech with a bummed ankle? I don't know. There is a lot of running in this race now. This is going to be half sprinting, half paddling, half boogie boarding. On the start line, any moment, you're going to see in the blue, Tristan Gregory in lane 1. In lane 2, hold on one second. I got to get these jersey numbers correct. We're going to have Mike Hill in the red in lane 2. In yellow, Blake Carmichael in lane 3. In lane 4, in the orange, from Canada, Cameron Carney, the young paddler. I believe he is 17 years old still. In white, our current USA national champ, Jake Portwood. And on lane 6, semi-local, North Carolina, Campbell Carter. I believe Jake Portwood has already secured an overall championship for this event due to his 2 first-place finishes. But he's still going to have a decent run here. I know he wants to have a decent run. We'll see how much that ankle plays into it. He doesn't want to have to set himself back for future events. But anyway, we're going to see how this shakes out. But once again, we have on the Herman Davis start-finish line, the finale of the day. Tristan Gregory in lane 1. Mike Hill, lane 2. Blake Carmichael in yellow, lane 3. Cameron Carney in lane 4 in the orange. Jake Portwood in white in lane 5. Campbell Carter in lane 6 in the green. I don't know if I give the advantage to Cameron's long legs or Campbell's quick legs. But you're going to see some serious sprinting to that water, except for from Portwood. And these guys are up, ready for the start. And they're off. Oh, Cameron Carney drops his board. That gives Campbell Carter. Now it looks like Blake Carmichael first to his feet. Blake with the cleanest start out of the bunch. We'll see how that plays out. Campbell and Cam both got mixed up in the wash. We've got Portwood and Blake Carmichael in the lead. There's lots of battling going on at that buoy. Right now, Blake Carmichael and Jake Portwood are trying to be reeled in by this group. We got Campbell Carter, Cameron Carney, Mike Hill, Tristan Gregory. At this point, it's so shallow at that inside buoy that Jake and Blake just decide to jump off. Right now, it looks like Campbell Carter is taking that third position. It's going to be Jake Portwood on the inside, Blake Carmichael on the outside. They've got to keep this turn clean. Looks like Jake gets around clean. Blake goes a little bit wide, opens the door for Campbell, but gets around. Jake Portwood taking the lead from Blake Carmichael. It's going to be Jake Portwood, Blake Carmichael, Campbell Carter at this moment. Cameron Carney trying to reel in Campbell. Jake's going to get a little bit of a bump. Not sure if it's going to get him across that bar. Hopefully he takes it nice and easy on that ankle, big guy. We don't need any injuries. Right now we still have Jake Portwood around the flag first, Blake Carmichael second. Looks like Cameron Carney moved his way into third. Around the buoy comes Campbell Carter now, sitting in that fourth position. Jake Portwood getting through that final break, up on his feet first. Looks like Carney has moved into second. Blake Carmichael's in third. These guys are absolutely gassed. Campbell Carter in fourth. Campbell gets knocked off, opening that gap a little bit. He's still got some time to close that gap, but right now it is Jake Portwood coming around the buoy, followed by Cameron Carney, Blake Carmichael, Campbell Carter, Mike Hill, and Tristan Gregory. Jake Portwood is on cruise control right now, but he's only got about a 2-board length lead on Cameron. Cameron is going to try to close that gap. Blake Carmichael's holding on right now to third, but Campbell Carter is trying to close that gap. He's got a 1-board length gap he's got to close. Coming into this final buoy, Jake Portwood makes the turn. Does he have enough of a gap to run gingerly up the beach? Cameron Carney still holding on around the buoy. Blake Carmichael still sitting in that third place. Campbell Carter's hoping to get a bump to close that gap. It's all going to come down to running at this point. Jake Portwood, Campbell Carter, or Cameron Carney. Cameron Carney runs past, he runs past Portwood, knowing he's got a bum leg. Cameron Carney takes the win. Now it's Blake Carmichael and Campbell running to the finish. It's too close to call. Campbell might have got it on the sprint, those young legs. Oh, man. Jake Portwood gets passed by Cam Carney on the run. Showing no mercy to the old guy. That was a great race. An amazing race. Cameron Carney, Jake Portwood. Too close to call for third. We're going to have the update here in a minute. From this angle, it might have looked like Campbell. It's close. It was neck and neck with Blake Carmichael. Campbell just wanted to ruin that flying fish podium. I don't care. It's the last day of the event. I'm tired. I earned it. Thanks again to everybody. I am going to sign off. Big thank you to John Badson and the whole crew. Thank you so much. I want to go celebrate with the boys. I'm out. I know. I'm in girls. Oh, hang on. I'm good.
One thing I learned from you, baby, is don't think with my heart. Oh no, don't think that you'll ever change me, 'cause I'm stubborn at heart. You don't like the way I do my thing. All I ever hear is you complain. You better be careful what you say, 'cause I know at the end of the day.
Olukai shoes bring the comfort of walking barefoot on wet sand to any journey. Because we don't travel to go further, we travel to get closer. And no matter how far we go, we can always bring the aloha with us. Any moment can feel like you're stepping into the spirit of Hawaii. Say aloha to Olukai. Anywhere comfort, anywhere aloha.
The Outside Ohana is the perfect gathering place for friends, co-workers, and families looking to have the experience of a lifetime. Let your next adventure, family gathering, or private event be one that knows no boundaries. We invite you to discover the exceptional experiences on board the Outside Ohana.
When we talk to real estate clients about their experience with Collins Group Realty, inevitably they're not just naming the one agent that they sort of dub as the person who helped their experience, they're naming multiple individuals inside the group, because that's the whole goal, is that there is consistent engagement in areas of specialization to deliver a really quality experience from A to Z.
At Outside, it's our deep connection to the Lowcountry and our passion for sharing it with others that makes us the area's oldest and largest curator of fun and adventure. We offer more than just tours. We create personalized, immersive experiences led by expert guides who know these waters and landscapes inside and out. Whether it's a quiet paddle through the salt marsh, a sail at sunset, a private charter to a hidden island, or a historical e-bike tour, every adventure is crafted to inspire, educate, and connect.
With 3 Lowcountry locations, the Outside Store is a curated specialty retail hub for both gear and experiences, blending a welcoming, coastal-inspired atmosphere with everything you need to explore the region and beyond. Inside, you'll find a carefully selected mix of high-quality outdoor apparel, performance gear, accessories, and lifestyle goods that reflect the Lowcountry's relaxed yet adventurous spirit.
Visit Outside online. Call our dedicated reservations line.
Or stop by one of our 3 retail store locations today.
When second separate champions from challengers, one board stands above the rest. At Flying Fish Board Company, we craft custom paddleboards for athletes who go beyond the ordinary. The new Freedom Race board is the result of countless hours pushing the limits. From calm lakes to stormy seas, it doesn't just adapt, it excels. This is the board that transforms good racers into champions. The Flying Fish Freedom, crafted by paddlers for paddlers. Feel the freedom and design your board at flyingfishboardco.com today.
Well, it's once again going with Sea Pines, the way that it was first, that community was first developed, the rest of the island followed that lead. You just take a look at the aesthetics of the island, the atmosphere, the way that things are put together. No buildings over 5 stories tall, no neon lights, no billboard advertising. It's the quality of life is what it is.
And what do you love most about real estate?
Meeting people.
Yeah.
I actually had a background in food and beverage for quite a while, and I enjoy meeting people. I enjoy talking to people, and quite often because of that, you can find some common ground and move on from there.
And create long-standing relationships.
Yeah,
right?
very much.
Thank you so much for your time.
You bet. Thank you.
Olukai shoes bring the comfort of walking barefoot on wet sand to any journey. Because we don't travel to go further, we travel to get closer. And no matter how far we go, we can always bring the aloha with us. Any moment can feel like you're stepping into the spirit of Hawaii. Say aloha to Olukai. Anywhere comfort, anywhere aloha.
Maybe I should've known that it ain't real. How'd you know how to get into my feelings?